This is DNT. Today we are going to take very important lesson of grammar. This is called determiners. First of all, I would like to highlight and brief about what is determiners. Determiners are adjective which always comes before noun. An adjective may come before noun or after noun, but determiners are a kind of adjective which always comes before noun to determine certain things about noun. So one thing is very sure and clear to us about the determiners, that it is always preceded by a noun. When we are using determiners, means it will be followed by a noun. There are many points. There are many points which comes in this chapter. First is articles. What is article? It is also a determiners. The example of article is A, M, D. I'll have separate videos on articles and uses of article. Second point we are going to learn in this chapter is possessive adjective. Possessive adjective shows two things: the possessions and relations of a noun with certain things, someone. Example of possessive: my, our, your, his, her, its and their. When you question whose it is, whose, the answer comes with the possessive adjective. Third thing is demonstrative adjective. What is demonstrative adjective? Demonstrative is used to indicate and point out anything. Which man, which person, which student, which object. So anything which you would like to indicate and point out, we have to use demonstrative adjective. If you say boy is naughty, so question might arise as which boy? So you can say this boy, that boy, those boys, these boys, such boys. Now the fourth point comes in this chapter is quantifiers. This quantifiers has two things to discuss and learn. Before we learn these quantifiers, we have to know one thing about the noun. As noun, there are two kinds of noun, like countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns is always referred by adjective of number, and the nouns which are not countable, uncountable noun, is always referred by adjective of quantity. So in this quantifier, we are going to learn two things. I mean to say, the first is adjective of quantity, and the another one is adjective of number. The examples of quantifiers you can see here: some, any, more, little, much, few, several, a lot of, a plenty of, 1, 2, 3, 4, first, second, third. These are the quantifiers. It always tells us about the noun as how much, how little, and how many. When we are talking about many, it indicates the number of a noun. But when we are talking about how much and how little, it is talking about the quantity of a noun. So when we use this quantifier, it becomes very clear that which noun is followed, like it is an adjective of countable noun or uncountable noun. So this exercise is definitely very important, because these determinants we learn from very beginning of our learning stage, like we learn it from class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and above. In every single class, we have to learn some common chapters of grammar in which this determiner comes. So once the concept of determiner is clear, it becomes easy to always enhance and develop our knowledge in every class about this chapter. Once our idea is clear, concept is clear, we need not to learn much about the chapter every single time. We learn different things about the chapter, because there are many things to learn. So today I'm going to summarize this. Again, there are 4 things to cover in this chapter: articles, a and the, possessive adjective like my, our, your, his, her, it's, there, and thereafter comes demonstrative adjective, this, that, these, those, such, and of course these quantifiers, as I discussed earlier about the adjective of quantity and adjective of number. There are 2 things, because there are 2 kinds of noun, countable and uncountable nouns. So before we learn this chapter determiners, I think the students should have a proper idea about the types of noun. Without having the proper ideas of noun, we will not have the better ideas and concept of this chapter determiners. So I hope that the next time I will come separately with these articles, these possessive adjectives and other parts of determiners. Thank you. Now I would request my viewers, my followers, to subscribe my channel, to like my channel, and definitely to push my bell button. Thank you.